So at King's we do use consultants. We've had really, really positive experiences with working with consultants. They've added huge value to what we do. And also we've had some experiences that haven't been quite so positive. I think for me, you need to be very clear about why it is that you need a consultant. Why do you need someone outside your organisation to do this particular thing, rather than skill up your own team to be able to deliver it. And there are some really legitimate, good reasons that you might want someone outside an organisation to do something. And they include someone being able to deliver a difficult message, or a message that you think will have extra strength if it comes from someone outside your institution. I think sometimes a consultant can have conversations with people that it would be very difficult for an internal person to be able to have. So we've used consultants very effectively in the feasibility for our last campaign, where we asked a consultant to talk to our best donors, people that hadn't given that we felt should have given, and some philanthropists out there in the world who had no good reason to give, but we would want to engage them in the future. And the consultant helped open some doors to some people for us, which was very helpful. But also the conversations seemed to me to be more honest than they would have been had that conversation happened with me or a member of my team, where the relationship would slightly impinge on the honesty of the answers we were getting. So that's been really helpful. I think the other area where consultants can be invaluable is often these are hugely experienced fundraisers or professionals who have a set of experience that you don't have. So for instance, one of the consultants that we use regularly has huge amounts of experience in the US and in working in higher education institutions in the US, who are clearly much more advanced than we are at King's in some of their understandings about systems and delivery. And we've used a consultant to come in and really help push us to deliver more than perhaps we would have been able to get if we just looked around in the UK for examples of best practice, for instance. And I think the other area consultants can be very interesting and helpful is in providing benchmarking data. So consultants can often move around a number of institutions, so perhaps can give you a broader perspective than it would be possible for you to have if you've only worked at one or two. So there is undoubtedly there is a place for consultants in our work, I think. I think you have to be careful and focused about how you use them. You have to negotiate hard on price. You have to negotiate hard on time and hours. And you have to make sure you're really getting the deliverables that you want. One of the worst examples you see of consultants is where you see consultants coming into an organisation and themselves being the fundraisers, and the organisation becomes reliant on those consultants in order to generate income. And that's a very negative situation, I think. Running through my mind whenever anyone suggests using a consultant is, wouldn't we be better off investing that resource and giving someone in our team the skills so that we then have that moving forward? And sometimes the answer is no, we wouldn't. But often the answer is yes, that's the right way forward.